Right peeps, this evening is going to be a session of my choice. It's a Tuesday. Been working hard all week, 2 days in, and I feel like a bit of a change. So as you know, I've been doing deadlift, bench, deadlift, bench, deadlift, bench, deadlift, bench. So alternating on those two compounds, and after 8 days, my body at the age of 46 is absolutely at it. So that's what the program looks like now. Sacking it off. One thing it has taught me though, and hopefully if you've been watching it's taught you something as well, is if you want to get quick gains, frequency is the name of the game. So I haven't deadlifted, or was really kind of deadlifting in and out, but wasn't putting any effort into it. Now consistently smashing 150, 180s, even though the form needs to improve, and hit 200 for the first time in 7 years as well. The other day, and it's down to, and I probably overdid it, I've done about 3 or 4 blinking deadlift sessions in the last 8 days. So yeah, definitely overdid it, but it does show me if I want to get gains, frequency is the way to go. Exactly the same on bench. I was quivering around like 130, not going for 140s. Then got 140 out, or 145 out the other day. Again, frequency, get back into benching. Funny enough, it starts to go up straight away. So, going to remember that. I'm going to put a lot more frequency in, but it's not going to be benching every single day. Probably benching maybe 3 times a week, deadlifting possibly twice a week. But for this evening, I'm going to pick out some decent exercises that I love. So we're going to do some arms this evening and some shoulders. Why? Because I bloody well love both muscle groups. So I've already set up the incline bench over there, and that's where I'm going to be doing some spider curls. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, quickly Google away, see what you find. You'll see what I mean. So I'm going to be doing some spider curls, going to be doing some strict bicep curls as well, for definite, some hammer curls, blow up the arms. And for shoulders, I'm going to go for some seated single shoulder press with dumbbells. And I'm going to go for one of my favourite bits of kit at the moment, which is the Viking press as well. So it's going to be Viking press, Viking press, single arm dumbbell press, and do some lateral and front raises with dumbbells as well. And yeah, I'll find some other stuff to do on biceps, and chuck in some cheeky triceps, forgot about that. So I'll do some extensions and possibly use rope and strap as well there. But that's enough of me waffling on. Let's crack into what possibly is my favourite session of the week. Arms and shoulders together, as they bloody well should be. Let's enjoy it. Okay, so all I'm doing is partial working set, but to be honest with you, not really. Just 10 kilos on each end of this Super EZ bar, and literally just warming this frail old 46-year-old body up. Trying to keep those elbows tucked in, keep the chest proud, and curl. Nice. Cool. Then I'm not even going to turn you people off. That's how freaking good I am and how lazy I am with editing. Right, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to move straight on from that bicep straight into straight arm, or straight bar should I say, tricep extensions. So again, these two are just warm-ups. So they're probably around, looking at the weights and that weight, probably 70% of my, what I wouldn't even say is a 1 rep max for arms. A decent set, probably 70% of what would be a heavy decent set. So again, exactly the same as biceps, trying to keep the elbows tucked in. Try not to have too much elbow movement, as in not moving in and out, not using any of my body weight, and just getting full extension at the bottom, just above 90 degrees here. Okay, right, so as I mentioned, that's Barry's frail old body done. So bicep curls, straight on tricep extension. Let's go and smash the granny out of this. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure I get in a good 4 or 5 repetitions. So sorry, sets. That would be an easy workout, wouldn't it? 4 or 5 sets on each of these exercises. So I've just done some EZ bar, shoulder width, bicep curls. Now we're just moving on to hammer curls. Then after I finish this, what I'll be doing is I'll be moving back onto triceps. So working the opposites. I'm going to be doing some reverse under bar grip tricep extensions with a straight bar. You'll see those in just a minute. Nice. Right. Let's move on to those reverse. Okay, again, being the laziest social media person in the world, you're not going to be turned off. It isn't going to do some amazing transition into the next video. We're literally going to be moving over and going straight onto this reverse grip straight bar. Okay, so this time palms are going to be facing you. You're going to go into that same position. So elbows tucked in, full extension. Don't use your body weight like this to move into it. This should all be on your triceps. And again, just above 90 degrees. Push down, full extension. Nice. Happy days. Good. Let's crack on. Let's go. Okay, so start with the standard bicep curls. And you saw those just at shoulder width. Now I'm going to go wide. Before, with no rest, we're going to jump inside and work on those peaks. So close grip. So again, all you're doing is you're concentrating here. You don't have to go ridiculously heavy with biceps. It's more form. Keep those elbows tucked in. Try to limit any body sway, which of course you're going to get as you get heavier in weight, not heavy yourself. Nice. Good. So what I'm going to do, give it literally 10 seconds, pick up the bar, go inside, close grip with the EZ bar. This time you're going to hit those peaks. So as you can see straight away, if I do this and I lift with that grip, can you see where it works inside here? Yeah, so really if you're looking in a mirror when you're bicep curling, whatever part of your bicep you can see more is the part of your arm, part of the bicep which is getting affected the most by that lift. So here, inside, do more of this. You'll hit the meaty part, keeping it simple. And then bring it inside to the close grip, and that's where you work those peaks that everyone wants. Okay, so that's where you're working on these peaks. So the more of these close grip dumbbell or barbell exercise you're doing, the more you're going to work on that bicep peak. That's exactly what I'm going to do now. Okay, so again I'm using an EZ bar here, so a super EZ bar. You can see the exaggerated curve. Again, trying to keep those elbows tucked in. If I feel there's too much body sway, chest proud, chin up, and that will stop any forward movement. to give you a few different angles here. From my point of view, see how the light sits on my biceps. I'm not that vain. A little bit. Nice. Good. Right. Now I'll show you what I mean. Ready? Not the light, but the bicep. Let's get to that position there. There we go. You can start to see a little bit better. But that really works on those peaks there as well. I said that close grip. Okay, so don't do the same bicep curls. Change it up. Wide, mid grip, close grip for the peaks. Okay, so we're going to go from that straight bar, standard tricep extension, then we went on to reverse, as you know, again hitting those triceps, but just a different movement, and that one honestly does it differently. It's a cracking exercise. Now we're just going to walk into single arm. Okay, so it's just going to be a single arm cable handle here, and again just making sure the form's decent. Try to keep that elbow tucked in as much as you can to the side, and try to limit that elbow movement as well. Okay, if you do find your elbows moving all over the shop, just use that other arm. You'll be able to see it a lot better when I change arms in a minute. Just use that other arm just to keep that nice and stable. Okay, good. Move on to this side. Okay, so trying to keep that elbow nice and stable, so it's not walking out here, it's not walking back. Just keep it nice and stable. As I said, if you find it is moving, just try to steady it, just using this arm here. Nice. Happy days. Good, good, good. Right. Now we move on to one of my favourite exercises for biceps, spider curls. Okay, people, so one of my favourite exercises for bicep, barbell or EZ bar, spider curls. Second favourite exercise for arms, spider curls, hammer curl style. And I'll show you both in a minute. But first, let's tackle spider curls with barbell. So I've got, what, 30 kg on here? So it's half decent. But what this does is these spider curls almost keep your elbows pinned with gravity exactly where you want them. And all you're doing then is curling them up to your chin, to your nose, whichever works. Good. Now we'll move on to exactly the same, but hammer curls. Okay, so these are hammer curl spider style. So just incline bench, just incline enough just so those dumbbells aren't touching the ground. Get in a nice stable position. Then you can either do alternate arms, or as I'm going to do here. Double arm, and just make sure you're keeping those elbows as much as you possibly can pinned in the right position. It's exactly the same as you would do standing up in a bicep curl, hammer curl, sorry. But these are great. Absolutely love this exercise. Spider curl, hammer curls, And spider curl with an EZ bar for true biceps is an absolute game changer. I'd probably say that actually these dumbbells are a little bit too light for the rep range that I certainly want to do. But right now, when I'm getting into those later 15-20, they're starting to absolutely pulverise my biceps, and my forearms are on fire. Those ones just absolutely hit differently. Okay, so back onto triceps now. So we've gone straight bar, reverse bar, single cable. Now we're going to go rope. Again, with this exercise, you're trying to plant those elbows as much as you can. Bring the rope together at the top, then split it as you're going down to the point where you almost want to be either side of the legs there. If you've got small quads like me, it's easier. Damn. As I said, love arms. Okay, so I'm well and truly hammering through the arm exercises this evening, triceps and biceps. Now we're going to go back to the old faithful. So we've used these bars, we've used dumbbells for spider curls on the bench. Now we're just going to go with strict bicep curls. Okay, so these are 20 kilos. So I'm not rewriting the record books on these, but it does allow me to make sure I can really slow the rep down, squeeze at top, full extension at bottom. It's not always about the weight you lift. Often it's about the form. I'm just going to carry this on because I'm getting to the end of my arm session now. So this is just getting carried on. Till I've either got nothing left actually there isn't a plan B, just until I've got nothing left. Oh God. Right, not long now, 2 more. Oh Jesus. Right, 1 more. Oh, flip the neck. My God, they absolutely murder you. But fuck, the old school, the best. You don't need to go on Instagram to find a bicep exercise. That one will get you massive arms. It's just down to the difference in rep range, different in set range, intensity, frequency. That's it. You don't have to rewrite and reinvent the frickin' wheel. It's a bicep curl, it works biceps. Stop trying to do it hanging upside down in a frickin' tutu. Right, now on to one of my favourite shoulder exercises at the moment. That's it, you've got the landmine all set up with the bad boy Viking press. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Here we go. This is a great bit of kit. Actually, probably one of the cheapest attachments I've ever bought for the garage. And I've got quite a few. It's nicely onto the barbell. And there it is, fixed in. 3 different grips, standard. You've got further away, and then this close one absolutely hits your triceps like there's nothing, like you wouldn't believe. So, without further ado, let's get this bad boy underway, shall we? Right, so first set, just got 2 25s on, as you saw there, but you may well not have seen, but 2 25s. So let's go. So we're going to go through 3 grips, standard, we'll go wide. This really pummels the medials, and we're going on for fronts, and this is great for your triceps. Nice. Right. Now let's move on to this wider grip. One more. Nice. Right. Last grip. This time we're going inside. Nice close grip. Let's get this done. Jeez. That just hits something differently, doesn't it? Triceps, let's go. Jeez. You can tell I've done tricep extensions today. One more. Damn. God. That exercise, that last one, this one here, bloody hell, you feel it straight through front delts and triceps. Right, we've just had another 20 plates. Now we've got a 25, 25, 20, so 70 kg. We're going to go through these grips again. This one I think I'm going to fare all right with. This one is going to be horrible. That one, I'm probably going to want to have an out-of-body experience or die after the first rep. This is why this exercise is probably done best first, not after you've just done biceps and triceps. But less chatting, let's get on. God, that feels freaking immense as an exercise. Honestly, there's not much. Well, there are other exercises feel that good. Bench press maybe. Strict bicep curls. There aren't many. That, just from a stability point of view with the Viking press, but getting it into that position there, where it's locked in with the lats, feels like you've got so much power. Freaking immense. Right. I'm talking my way into about a minute rest there, just because these two are going to be horrible. Right, come on. Let's get this done. Oh, Christ. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus. Bugger. Oh my God. It's not even funny. But I was only 7 or 8, I think. So I've got 3 more to do. Never leave reps in the tank. If you're going for a set of 10, rest for a little bit and complete it. Never step away without your target. 3 more for 10. Right. Jesus. Damn it. Shoulders get absolutely obliterated. Right. Having a bit of a walk because I know I've got this grip now to do and I'm really not looking forward to it. But once we get that grip done, I was going to do some seated single arm shoulder press, but to be honest with you, time's getting away from me and I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry, so I'm going to get this grip done, then I'm going to finish with some rear delts. So I'm going to use dumbbells, rear delts on a slightly inclined bench. I'm going to go for reps, single set on that. That's going to be all she wrote. Right, that's if I freaking survive this. Right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how many I can get out. We're going to go for 10, see what we get. Oh my God. 3 more. Come on. My God. That's just horrendous. Right, 3 more. Come on, let's get this done. One more. Damn. Freaking love that exercise. But God damn it, it absolutely blows the living daylights. God, that's not very good light, is it? Jesus. Makes me look like a 3-year-old. Hits differently, right? Let's get some rear delts done, then I'm in to eat. Okay, so these rear delt flies are going to be the last we wrote on today's session. So let's get these out, and then I'm in to eat, because I'm absolutely starving. God, look, we can turn them into hammer curls to finish. Finish off the arm exercise. This is my reward for doing 45 minutes. Waiting for the last 40 minutes. All I wanted to do is eat. Right. That is me done. So, if you're watching this for the first time and haven't subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like. If you're watching me again, thank you, really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look out for my next one. If you're training tonight, make sure it's a bloody good one. If you're training tomorrow, make sure it's a bloody good one. Next training session, just make sure it's a bloody good one. Maximum effort. See you next time.